Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akira binti Razali, S51683. I want to present Chapter 1 and Chapter 5. For Chapter 1, Introduction, Chile is a country in South America, the border in South Pacific Sea. Chile also neighboring country including Argentina, Bolivia and Peru. Chile has a strategic location relative to sea lying between Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. The Republic of Chile is also technically a resting nation in Western America. It's occupied in expansive, nearest strip of land to the east between the Andes and the West Pacific. Santiago is a capital and legal city at Chile, and Spanish is the national language. The government system is a republic. The chief of state and head of government is the president. Chile is also member of Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) and the Trans-Pacific Partnership (TPP). For political influence, the government of Chile is a parliamentary democratic republic. The president of Chile have responsible at state parliament and executive authority. The selection for a president due in 4 years and by popular vote, and president have power to replace the Armed Force Commander-in-Chief. And now Sebastián Pinera, the president at Chile since 11 March 2018. Safety issue is natural disease that have 4: earthquake, volcano, disease and environment. For earthquake is a one in very of Chile natural occurrences in other countries situated in the Pacific ring of Earth, and volcano is Chile have many active volcanoes, several expected to erupt at any given time. For example, the volcano Chaytén located in Los Lagos region south of Santiago. Jesus is a major attraction for tourists at Chile Andes, and the Jesus release legal amount of predicament which pillars of is struggling. And for environment, in summer season, rain season, smoke. And for currency value, Chile use peso. The code peso is CLP, and have 6 coin, CLP $1, CLP $5, CLP $10, CLP $50, CLP $100 and CLP $500. But now Chile use calculation is in CL $1,000, CL $2,000, CL $5,000, CL $10,000 and CL $20,000. For value, CLP in 2020 is US $1 equal CLP $834.70. For tourism industry performance, this data is referred to number of arrived, not the people traveling. So every year is increased, but for 2018 is decreased. On 2020, tourism arrived in Chile is decreased because situation now we get COVID-19, but expectation for 2021 and 2022, the number arrived for tourism is increased. This is a story Chile country, and this is the story the Chile government, how government get independent for the Chile. And this story is from 1492 until 2014. Yes. For local dialect at Chile is mostly population use Chile Spanish and also have Mapudungun and Helachi and Kaweska and Yegan, Oniken, Cacan, Chaucho, Chono, Gununakena, Kunza, Selna, Etienne, Milchaya, but also have no active language including German, Catalan, Korean, English, Italian, and Vedas Romani. For Chapter 5, Market Segmentation, have demography, psychography, behavior, and geography. For demography, age structure, population productivity for employers. For psychography and lifestyle at Chile, like lifestyle measure interest for consumer and important for surrounding. For behavior is consumption in Chile no longer serve the needs but in certain social status, but development in the country one customer get a good and good for their product quality. And for geography is Chile have many place for many interesting place for tourists and nature view, especially at Santiago. Santiago is a heart for Chiles and have many place to tourists do many activity and get a beautiful moment and can especially a nature place. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zufazli bin Nasaruddin. My matric number is S51223 and I will present chapter 2, which is mode of transportation and travel itinerary from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to Santiago, Chile. First and foremost, we have three types of mode transportation, which is air transportation, roadway transportation, and water transportation. First, air transportation. Chile have operated by Latin Airlines and has supported like British Airways, Qatar Airways, and Qantas. Like Malaysia, we have Malaysia Airlines and supported by AirAsia. Travel itinerary from Malaysia to Chile, which is we don't have direct flight, so we must transit at least 2 transits and maximum we have 4 transits. Based on travel itinerary in my report, I have to transit to Oman and Brazil before arriving my destination. Next, roadway transportation. We have bus, taxi, train, bicycle, and metro train. Long distance, bus in Chile have enviable reputation for punctuality, efficiency, and comfort, although price and class vary significantly between companies. For train, there is a train service between Santiago and Rancagua, and there is another one that goes from Santiago to Talca before ending in Constitution or in Chile. Bicycle. Most of Chile's motorists don't rent bicycle, but although the quality may vary, there are relatively few rental shops, but horse pedal is mean budget accommodations, and tour agencies often have few handy. Next, we have taxi. Inter and city taxis are very common. In Santiago, very few are regulated, and like in the city, everywhere there are some drivers looking for tourists to take advantage of, so make sure you know the route and approximate fare before getting in one. Like Malaysia, taxi is common transportation for tourists using and going everywhere. Next is metro train. Behind Mexico City, Santiago has the second most extensive metro system in South America. It is safe, reliable, fast and cheap. Metro train is almost like MRT and LRT. But the uniqueness Metro train, inside of Metro train they have a band like a singer, drummer, and guitarist for attract more tourists visit using them. Last we have water transportation at Chile, ferry. A navigable ferry service that runs from Puerto Montt to Puerto Natales is one of the continent's great travel experience. So, if tourists want to go to Puerto Natales, they can use ferry as a their transportation because there are no flight or small flight we call going there. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present chapter 3 about the accommodation cost based on rating. First is hotel. The National Tourist Board give Chilean hotel a 1 or 5-star rating, but this only represent the different amenities and non-standard. Mid-range hotel usually fall into two main categories: bed all home without and at time tired room, and new and trading hotel with typical smaller room and non-common area and better facilities. The standard of top hotel can differ greatly from 3D shopping hotel and romantic residence to blend into impersonal monolithic caterings. Second is residence. Residence-like hotels specification can vary considerably, but they typically offer plain, modest rooms that are usually located outside the corridor of the main house or around the backyard or courtyard. Some residence buildings do cater to visitors. Others are mostly filled with workers, particularly in the mining town of the north. Third is hospitages and casas de familia. There is a common error in distinguishing between the residence and the hospitage. The word hospitage means something very modest in comparison with the cheaper home. The word of casa de familia provides room inside a family home. These are perfectly safe places, and you should be careful not to serve them. After a visitor official, you can also find description of family homes. Next is cabanas. Cabanas are very common in Chile, and you will find them in tourist spots up and down the country, especially by the coast. For 2 people, the price is always the same as for 4 people. Their popularity is usually restricted to January and February and sunny weekends. Most cabanas can be found right by the sea in excellent location and can relate well during the off-season for a few days. Number 5 is refuges. A small number of ranger stations in national park offer room for visitors at a charge of approximately $10 per use. Such places are also known as shelter, but they also have toilet, running hot water, clean sheet, and woolen blanket. Next is hostel. The hostels are being increasingly connected to the major city of Chile. Recently started to look like a highly established hosting activity like the one in the New Zealand. For example, some are really smart and some even look like boutique hostel. Hostels are look also one of the best informal information network on local guide and tour. Many of Hosteling International Hostel offer member discount at highhostel.com. Okay, lastly is camping. Chile has plenty of camping options, but it's not always the cheaper place to sleep. Later resort, often part of resort on the beach, can be very expensive and are usually open between December and March. They cost between $30 to $40. They tend to have either rural camping areas managed by CONAF, very common in Chile northern region, which cost approximately $10 per tank, or smart expensive concessionary site, most common in the south, which charge between 2 and 4 people around $40. Okay, that is it from chapter 3. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. Today I would like to explain about chapter 4 and 7, which is the attraction and then contribution of tourist industry to the country's economy, which is Chile country. So the first one is a best time to visit Chile. A best time to travel or visit Chile is on Easter Day, Christmas Day, New Year Eve and Independence Day, which is on 18 and 19 of September. Secondly, if you want to go on a peak hour, you can choose on the month of November until the end of the March. And then the third one is for December to March. It is a very long day with around 18 hours of daylight, and the temperature of that month is very between 3 to 20 degrees. And then if you want to go on April, there are a few people on Patagonia as the weather is getting colder. Alright, so for the next one is May until September, it will be winter season. And then for tourists that like to travel on the summer season, they can go on the month of October until December. Alright, for the next one is about a place to visit. There is a few place or destination that you can visit in Chile. So the first one is Patagonia, second is Torres del Paine, third is the Atacama Desert, the fourth one is Santiago de Wine region, and the last one is Valparaiso. This is the most popular place that people will go to or holiday in Chile. Okay, so there is a few accommodation at the certain places that they have. So the first one's in Patagonia. There is 3 accommodation that you can stay. First is Explora Patagonia, second is Explora Atacama, third is Tierra Patagonia. And then for the Atacama Desert places, there is two accommodation, which is Deluxe Extreme, and the second one is San Lunada. And then for the Santiago the Wine region, there is 3 accommodation, which is Singular Santiago, Luciano Cay, and La Staria. Okay, this is a traditional food that Chilean people always eat. First is arroz con huevo, second is pepper, and then the third one is hot dog. The fourth one is pastel de choclo, and the last one is the empanadas de manzanas. Chapter 7 is about the contribution of tourism industry to the country's economy. Okay, over the past 15 years, Chile has become Latin America's fastest growing economy with an average annual per capita growth rate of 4.1% over the 15 years following the 1990 return to democracy. Okay, first of all, tourism is a major foreign exchange earner that contributes to the capital goods that can be used in the process. Alright, so the second one is tourism has a major role to play in promoting innovation in new technology and competition. That tourism has direct, indirect, mediated effect that stimulate other economic industry. Fourthly, tourism contribute to job creation and also the revenue production. Okay, that's all for chapter 4 and 7. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nuraini Sofia binti Abdul Rahim. My matric number is S51605. Today I would like to present about the implication positive and negative of tourism industry to the culture and society in Chile. First, we need to know what is culture. Culture is a term for groups of people, way of life, which is the way they do things. Culture also known as system of knowledge that shared by a relatively large group of people. It consists of the common values, artifacts, the other features of a particular group or society. It also encompasses several facts of society, such as language, traditions, beliefs, standards, morality, laws, instruments, technology, goods, organization, and institutions. Next. Okay, what is society? Society is composed of people who have decided to work together for mutual benefit. This can be a very broad term, so we can generalize what Western culture as whole believes, or it can be very narrow description representing only a specific group of people within a given community. So, we need to know what is a culture in Chile. Chile, and they have their own name of culture, which is Chilean. Chileans are very passionate about the soccer. They also have their music and dance, that very important component of Chilean. The types of popular music are different regional styles of folk music like La Nueva, Canción Chilena, cumbia, and more recently is rock, electronic music, and hip hop. Next, the society in Chile. Most Chileans are Roman Catholics. Family in Chileans have their role in many ways because the family occupies a central role in Chilean life. While family and business are intertwined to the extent that nepotism is seen as a positive concept, there are many small firms that 100% was run by family. In Chile, color does not constitute as the main source of social discrimination because they discriminate by class structure. Next, tourism in Chile. In the mid of 1990, tourism has become one of Chile's main economic resources. Main tourist attractions in Chile lead to locations in the extreme regions of the country packed with natural landscapes. In 2015, 2016, and 2017, Chile was announced as number one travel destination by World Travel Awards with 3 years in a row. Tourism industry, they have many implications of positive and negative to many sectors. Let's go through culture and society. Positive impact of tourism industry in culture and society in Chile are tourism industry as a major sources of jobs in Chile. They need an employee to serve their tourism-related activities and service to the customer. Of course, they has generated varied jobs opportunities to their society and their people. So, this way can reduce the problem of unemployment in that country. They also can take care of their society in the country. Next. Positive impact is they can increase participation of women in the sector of tourism industry. This point is when women work in front desk, they can attract the customer. In Chile, the housewife play a central role, which is they can fill the most of the positions that created by tourism industry. The third of positive impact is they can improve the lifestyle of local people. The government provide a better local facilities to make sure that the tourists feel comfortable with the services. Of course, they can organizing a social event frequently when they have a better facilities. Then these facilities will make the tourists feel comfortable, but at the same time, it can build a better lifestyle for the local people. After that, creating a cosmopolitan culture in the society, in the city. Local people are communicating with the tourists and mixing with other people of different background. They also interact with the tourists or visitor in order to treat them and satisfy them with the culture in the country. So with this way, they can create a cosmopolitan culture in the city. Next, cultural preservation. Cultural preservation, they provide funding for the tourism industry, provide funding for the conservation and protection of cultural heritage, and reinvigorates customs and traditions. Then, this situation will open the door to culture exchange and learning. For example, indigenous culture in Chile, they have been promoted to attract the tourists to come in their country. Okay, let's move to negative impact of tourism industry in Chile. One first point is easily get diseases. Diseases can easily infected when they interact with many people in crowded. The region's heavy traffic, which is it lead to the overcrowding and poor sanitation that can further lead to both diseases for tourists and locals alike. So when they communicate or interact with each other in the crowded, people can easily get diseases. Second is stunted cultural development through acculturation, commodification, and homogenization. Tourism can cause native cultures to wither and lie. Local language become erode because of the use of English as lingua franca of tourism. So the cultural development can stunted because of this. In conclusion, Chile, they have many attractions that can attract the tourists to come visit their country. These attractions can give a benefit to their economy and tourism industry, of course. Positive and negative of tourism industry in Chile can improve the quality of service in their industry. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Afina binti Mudiman and my metric number is S51685. Today I will explain about chapter 8, which is the government role in our country choice, which is the government role in Chile is for reinforce an outline plan or guidelines to present a coordinate picture of the destination future shape as a tourism area. Next is recognize the duties of the public sector must cover, such as safety and security, also health. Other than that, government also need to advising on the strategy, offering opportunities to consult and cooperate with a dispersed private sector, and preparing a destination marketing strategy. Also, government also need to create regional tourism office to provide marketing and information service through the Municipal System Act. Next is the document needed to enter Chile. First, we need a passport validity for the duration of stay. Other than that, to enter Chile, we also need to bring blank passport page, which is one page required for entry stamp. Next is tourist visa required, but not required for stay of 90 days or less, which is on that period of time, tourist passport only needed. Next is current issue in Chile, which is Patagonia for sale. Next is Patagonia for sale, which is Patagonia is one of the state in that country. Next is development of hydropower, which is affect the fauna living in river and lake. Next is air pollution and deforestation and soil erosion. Also energy shortage, which is in Chile they have a shortage in electrical energy. Because of that, the reason they need to build a very big hydropower development. Next is we will see the reason why Malaysians should visit Chile. This is first because Chile have very great biodiversity, which is the such as example the tropical Andes, which is located at Chile, is officially considered the area of our planet with the greatest variety of life form. Next is buzzing culinary and cultural scene, and actually also they found greatest mummy, so we doesn't need to go to Mesir to look for mummy. Other than that, Chile also has the world's highest volcano, which is they have a 620 volcanoes in total, and 36 are listed as currently active volcano, and Chile also has no shortage of national parks and pristine wilderness. Next is the reason why Chile should visit Malaysia. As we know, Malaysia is known as a country with cultural diversity, which is we have so many races and culture. So if Chile come here, they can experience and see how Malaysian can live in harmony with so many races, which is interesting fact. Other than that, Chile also needs to see Malaysia because because we have different climate and geography. Other than that, Malaysia also has unique cuisine because of so many races and cultures. So we have so many unique cuisine for other tourists to experience themselves and taste that food themselves. That's all for me. Thank you.